Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Lameez Abrahams from Justt Baked in Cape Town. I'm a baker, I have my own business, I work from home, and today I'm going to be showing you how to bake one of my favorite cookies, which is also one of my best sellers. It is a very trending cookie on Instagram right now. I'm sure you've seen it. But first I'm going to show you how to make it. Okay, so let's get started. For the ingredients, we will need 250 grams of butter, 200 grams of caster sugar, 1 cup of maizena, 3 cups of cake flour, 2 eggs, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence, and 1 tablespoon of oil. Next up, we'll discuss the method of how to make the cookie. Okay, so firstly we will take our butter and put it into the mixer. And what you need is the paddle attachment on your KitchenAid. You'll need the paddle attachment to cream the sugar and the butter. So once your butter is in the mixer, just add your caster sugar and give that a nice mix for about 2 minutes. Okay, so after about 2 to 3 minutes, the sugar and the butter should you should have a lovely creamy texture at this point. And once that is done, you can add your eggs one at a time. And then once that's well incorporated, you can add your next egg and then mix it again. Okay, now we will add the flour. And when you mix this, just be sure to mix it on a very low speed or it will be full of cake flour. Okay, and next is our maizena. Okay. Next is your baking powder. So firstly cream the sugar and the butter, then you add your flour, all your dry ingredients, and then at the end you can add your essence and your oil, which is what I'm going to do now. Add your essence and your oil, and then just mix it again until it forms a dough. It shouldn't take longer than about 5 minutes to form. Okay, so our dough is a lovely consistency, perfect for shaping. So before I shape it, I just want to remind you that you always preheat your oven at 180 for about 5 to 10 minutes before you put the cookie in. So let's go and do that first. Okay, done. Okay, so to start rolling the dough, we will need a few tools to get started. We will need a cutting board, we will need a rolling pin, a spatula, a pizza cutter or a cookie cutter, a scissors and some parchment paper. Okay, so I've already cut these parchment paper to size, so we can actually just get started. So what you will need is a nice big chunk of your cookie dough. So get your hands in there and get all messy. It's really fun playing with the dough. Okay, so start from the center and roll out. So we'll roll it out to 2 millimeters, and then we can actually start shaping it. What I like to do is I like to shape it freehand. But if you're not comfortable with that, you can actually print something off the internet. You can get a shape, you can get a template, just depending on what you will be making. And today I will be making ITV, since we are on ITV today. So let's get started with the eye. And there you go. And you just place the rest of the dough back into the mixing bowl. Just roll it out. And there you go, that's our first letter done. So what you need to remember is that we are going to be layering this, so we'll need another layer. So we'll do another eye, which will go on top of that eye. Okay, so we'll just repeat the process. And then once you've done all your letters, you can then place it onto a baking tray. So our cookie is now shaped, so we can now put it onto a baking tray and into our preheated oven for about 15 minutes until golden brown. Okay, so our cookie is busy baking in the oven, and while we wait, it's a good idea to start doing our filling. And today, my filling of choice is a Swiss meringue. And to make a Swiss meringue, you will need 6 egg whites, and 2 cups of caster sugar. So how I do it is I basically use a heat-proof mixing bowl such as this, preferably a metal one, which you will put over a pot of hot water and just heat it up to form a frothy consistency, and then we'll beat it. So let's get started. First, we will need to separate our egg yolks and our egg whites. And we'll just throw the egg yolks over there. Okay, so first step is to throw the egg whites into your mixing bowl, and then your caster sugar, and then using a large whisk, just whisk it until it's all blended. Like that. And now we're ready to go onto the stove. So I've got my hot boiling water, which I'll add to the pot. Okay, so now I just place my mixing bowl onto the hot water, and just start beating. I've been whisking away for about 5 minutes now. So as you can see, it has changed and it's become really thick, and once you no longer feel any sugar granules, you know it's ready to be whipped. So we can just turn this off, and then we'll place the mixing bowl onto our stand with our whisking attachment. And then we'll whisk this for about another 5 minutes. So while our meringue is getting nice and thick and glossy, we are going to start preparing for decorating the cookie. Okay, so first what we will need is a plastic piping bag. You'll need a round nozzle and a scissors. And all you have to do is just place the nozzle in the piping bag, measure the distance so you don't make the hole too big. Okay, fits perfectly, that should be fine. And then just twist it a little bit and place it into a glass so that it's easy to prepare the meringue. Okay, so I think our meringue is ready. It's been whipping for about 5-6 minutes. So at the end you can just add your essence to give it a little bit more flavor. Okay, and I'll show you how you know your meringue is done. So, lovely soft peaks like that. Okay. It's been 15 minutes and the cookies look golden brown, so I think it's time to get them out. There's nothing better than the smell of freshly baked cookies. And those look perfect. Okay, so we'll just let them cool for about a half an hour to an hour before we start to pipe the meringue. Our biscuit has cooled, so we can put it onto our board now. So what I like to do is just add a dollop of meringue onto the base of the cookies so that it sticks onto the board. So we'll start with the I, and then the T, and then the V. Okay, and now we're ready to pipe. Just pipe a generous amount of the meringue, one dollop and then another. Okay, so once you've piped the meringue on the first cookie, you just add the second. So now we'll do the final topping, the final meringue. Okay, so our piping is now done, and now it's the fun part, the part where we get to decorate it. So basically I made some meringue kisses, some macarons, I cut up some strawberries, and I have some candy and some fresh flowers, and all we do is just decorate however you like. That's what I love about this biscuit. It's really up to you. It's what you want to do with it. It's perfect for any occasion. You could make it into a letter, into a number. You could do anything. That's why it's perfect as a gift. And that's my version of the trending cookie. I hope you liked it, and if you'd like the recipe, do check out CookHalaal, and don't forget to follow Justt Baked on Instagram. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of Ramadan and a beautiful Eid, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.